Hi, I'm Hayden Jones and you're watching the SA Boxing Talk. Okay, so the date for your fight is now set and you possibly have got a better opponent now. How do you feel about the situation with the postponements of the shows?
Look, I mean, it's not ideal, but obviously there's minor speed humps and training camps that you have to deal with them, and this happens to be one of them. So I've taken it all in and I've used it to my advantage, preparing for another fighter with a bigger name, giving me a little bit more time. And I felt it worked to my advantage and really enjoying my training, and if it hasn't put me off training anyway, I called it a recovery week. I didn't take a week off, I trained, but I just changed things up for that week so I didn't have to down that. So now I'm back on track and I'm very looking forward to the fight.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's talk about your opponent, Kalenga. He's a powerful man. How will he bring out the best in you?
Look, I mean, I've always said it. When the level of my opponents rise, I rise to the occasion. And I've always said that, and I'm a firm believer of that. If you look at when I fought Nielsen, a lot of people didn't give me a chance. I proved them wrong. I had him hurt several times in the fight. I didn't put him away.
So,
for that specific reason, you know?
Yeah, the altitude factor is a big part, particularly in the bigger weight divisions. And would you perhaps be looking to take the fight the distance?
I'll take the fight whichever way it comes. Whatever Kalenga brings to me, my trainer Peter Smith has worked out a game plan. We kind of know what he's going to bring. Obviously on the nights it's different, but we got plan A, plan B, plan C. Plan A doesn't work, we go to plan B. Plan B doesn't work, we go to plan C. Plan C doesn't work, we go back to plan A. We've got a plan for every part of the fight from round 1 to 12. So whether it goes the distance or whatever it goes, we're going to have a plan for whatever you Kalenga brings.
Okay. And when you first started preparing for Maxime Maslov, you were said to be bringing out some top-notch sparring partners. What was the result of that?
I didn't bring those sparring partners out purely because Dmitry Kuleshov had agreed to come, and then he got put into the World Boxing Series, that Super Series, So it was tough for him because he had a fight with Huck. So I had to sacrifice that. But then I thought, let's offer Johnny Miller the sparring, because Johnny Miller's been a tough competitor. He's been a player of mine. He's always brought out the best of me in fights, and he gives good work. Johnny Miller gives us equally as good work in sparring as he gives in the fight. So it's been getting good work from Johnny Miller, and obviously saving him on that expense as well. It was going to cost a lot of money to bring in those sparring partners.
I can imagine that. Taking you back to the Mickey Nielsen fight, he was big and powerful. Is it a similar sort of thing preparing for Kalenga?
I've been asked that question a lot because they're both big punchers and they're both very strong, set their feet and punch. But I'm a firm believer that Mickey Nielsen was a better boxer. That's what I'm believing on. But I don't underestimate Kalenga because he brings something different to the table. Kalenga will bring something that Mickey Nielsen doesn't bring to the table. So each opponent brings something different. I don't overlook anybody. I know the task ahead of me is a big one, and I'm up for the challenge.
Okay, so to be a champion takes hard work, which I'm sure you put in. Let's talk about that WBO number 2 position. You're going to have to wait a long time considering this cruiserweight tournament that is currently going on. Are you content waiting and learning, perhaps defending the IBO a few times?
Most definitely. I always said it. I said it a year ago. I'm going to fight for a world title in this time. When I win this world title, I'm going to defend this title a few times. That's my goal. To build up the experience, get a few defenses under my belt, and if the opportunity comes with WBO, WBC, IBF, we'll be ready for the taking. If the business side of it's right, we'll be ready for the fight. But I know my promoter, Golden Gloves, and it's my interest at heart, and we leave everything in Rodney Berman and Peter Smith's hands. I know they've got the future plan out for me as long as we keep winning.
Okay, so before I let you go, please explain your alias name change.
I'm not sure, mate, if I look at it like this, I'm always at the shooting range. I enjoy my sports shooting and tactical shooting, so maybe 2 guns, meaning firearms, or maybe 2 guns. I don't know, they changed the name. Maybe they felt that there was a lot of pressure on me when my name turned to become Kalenga Kid. My 6th fight, I was knocking everyone out, and then I won on points, and then I knocked someone out, and I won on points, and I knocked someone out. There's no pressure. A name doesn't mean anything to me. To be honest, I can fight as Kevin Lerena, I must just win. There's no other column other than the winning column.
Lastly, a shout out to friends, family, sponsors, anyone?
Yes, a big shout out must go out to all my sponsors, my family, my wife, my kids, my trainer Peter Smith, Team Smith, my promoter Golden Gloves, and all my sponsors. There's so many to name them, but my sponsors get behind me. They feed me, and I say feed me throughout my training camp. For each and every single training camp, my promoter Rodney Berman puts the fights together. Golden Gloves. my trainer Peter Smith gets me to the fights to win, and my wife and my family and my team behind me for just supporting me. And obviously all my fans, I've got a lot of fans out there who support me, and I'm very grateful for all of them, you know. I mean, I go out there willing to represent my country, myself, my fans, my family. So thank you to everybody.
Cool, thanks for coming on the show, Kevin.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, your fighter Lerena fights the biggest fight of his career. Just how difficult is the task?
You know, the higher you get in the world of boxing, it's always a known fact that it's the hardest part of your career. And I always say the most difficult part of boxing is in the gym. So, you know, for come fight nights, the way we prepared with Kevin, I got full confidence Kevin's going to do well and he's going to prove a point. You know, Kevin's got the punching power, which makes it easier. You know, a lot of people think, like, you know, you have to knock everyone out. It's not that easy to knock the top level guys out. But when you've earned respect in knocking and hurting guys, you know, it makes your fights a little bit easier, you know. And, you know, Kevin's got the talent along with it to be with the best in the world. And, you know, these are the tests of your career. You know, every time you start getting tested at the higher level you go, you start proving yourself in your work and your confidence grows. You know, it is the game. The guys spend hours sparring every day, so the hard work's done in the gym. You know, the fights should be the easier part if you've done your homework, which is fighters. It's got to be a fighter's. You know, he's bread and butter. You know, he's got to know. I've done my homework. I'll get the rewards. And yeah, Kevin's gonna shine. I'm excited for Kevin. It's a big fight. Kalenga comes with a huge background, a huge record. He's fought the top level fighters in the world. He's been a champion himself. He's obviously on the cycle back to regain it, and unfortunately Kevin's in his way. And you know, come 9th of September, we got a lot of proving to do, and we got a lot of you know, the pinnacle of Kevin's career is he's starting to reach a pinnacle of his career. Yeah. So I'm excited for Kevin. You know, and I believe Kevin's going to big places in the world of boxing.
Okay, and then the IBO Championships up for grabs. Kevin predicted last year that he'd be fighting for a world title later in the year. How much does it mean to you to take him to this opportunity?
Oh, this is huge. You know, Kevin's becoming like Muhammad Ali. He's predicting. He predicted a year ago. It's good. It's, you know, it's something that he's putting in his bucket list, and you know, we're ticking it off. And I've got some things in my bucket list for him. And, you know, we're ticking off, so if the opportunity presents itself, we've got to go for it.
Absolutely. And then, is it enjoyable preparing for such a big fight? I mean, surely it can be stressful, and there's a lot of expectation on him. So, how do you deal with that?
It's huge stress, you know, because we've got a lot to prove, number one. Number two, we've got a lot of people to prove ourselves to, you know, we are proud and happy to be with Golden Gloves, and you know, for them to fly the flag of Golden Gloves, you know, the joint venture of our unity as South African fighters reaching the top of the world is massive. You know, it's sad when you see so much potential not reaching the you know, the money status and the opportunities that arise. So the more we just start ticking off, I mean, the IBO represents itself. We're taking it. We've got to take it. We are going forward as winners. We're coming out as winners. And, you know, the stress comes in where it's the daily grind, you know, perfecting the plan. You know, that's where you know, I've got to make sure fight day comes, I've done my work, and I'm pleased when I sit back in the corner and Kevin answers back to me, firing what we need, you know, sticks to game plan. Then I know, then I'm smiling. I think the stress doesn't leave you until you get to that night, and walking out is like where you like say, okay, this is it. You know, we've accomplished our goals, and yeah, we just keep on going.
Awesome. And then lastly, just anything you want to say before I let you go, to shout out to the fans, whoever's going to watch this fight. Yeah,
you know what, I would love to say for all our sponsors, you know, people that actually get us there. You know, Nile Dutch, you know, Under Armour, Superbet, you know, all the guys that are sponsor World Sport Betting with Roddy Berman with the whole, you know, the venture, and the people that the supporters, you know, the supporters, we owe it to them. And, you know, it's one thing, you know, people buy tickets and they put their time aside for us, and, you know, they actually show us the appreciation of what we do, and that really makes it more exciting than anything else. You know, it's easy then, you know, going to a, you know, like you see the Mayweathers and the McGregors. I mean, that's something that the world is waiting for. And, you know, people really, you know, these guys put their lives on the line. When I say life on the line, you know, the sacrifice, the hard work, you know, the families, the people have to respect what they do, and it's a difficult bridge to cross. And the appreciation we get from fans, from sponsors, from you name it, like everybody involved in Golden Gloves, showing us, you know, the respect and the gains that they supply us with our gains, and that's awesome. I mean, we just love the fans. We love all of you guys. We love South Africa. We are representing South Africa. We're coming guns blazing, and you know, we want to fly the flag high, you know, for this country. We deserve it. South Africa is one of the best places in the world to live in, and you know, I think as South Africa is a rainbow nation and a beautiful country together, everyone coming there from different cultures and that flying the flag for you, that means a lot to us.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.